Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, Regé-Jean Page's exit from Bridgerton wasn't exactly as advertised. Plus, an OG returns to the Idol stage. We'll have it all in the hot dish. Then, does producer Ted have what it takes to join the NFL? Wait, don't answer that until you see today's show. And wow, did y'all have a lot to say about Minnesota salad. So today, I'm trying the legendary pretzel salad for the very first time. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Hello, Matabidai. Hello, Elk River. And hello, Mound. Mound. Did I say Mound? Sometimes
you did good.
I did well.
Yeah.
And good morning to all of you, and welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. It's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. Kendall and I literally just had an argument of what day it was. I think it's Tuesday. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and America's favorite cruise director, Kendall Mark.
Oh, wouldn't that be a job?
Julie, the cruise director? Like, yeah, the Love
Yeah.
Boat? Yeah.
Yeah,
The
that would be a job.
Julie on the Love Boat is the person that made me want to always carry around a clipboard. Because if you ever want to look important, just walk around with a clipboard because you look like you belong. You can walk in anywhere. You could walk in here, and considering that no one's here today, because there's another meeting scheduled at 10 a.m. I love those here at the Fox 9. But you could walk in here and we would think you're on staff.
You know, one time I did go into one of our meetings with my clipboard back when we could sit close to each other.
Yeah.
And you did say, oh, are we taking notes or something? And
Yeah.
I was like, don't I look important
Yeah, you did.
with my clipboard?
Speaking of staff,
Yes.
audience, now you just saw we call that the cold open. That's our little teaser. You just saw Ted.
Yep.
America loves Ted. Actually,
Sometimes.
what's the new poll? 82%?
I think that's high, but sure.
82% of America loves Ted. Ted's going to be joining the NFL a little bit later. But we do the Jason Show before the show on our Facebook channel. And we stumbled into a conversation that we've stumbled into before. And that is Ted basically eats 3 foods. That's it. And I'm not even,
No, we're
back
not
me up,
kidding.
I'm not exaggerating. I'm not
No.
being Jason.
No.
3 foods.
3.
And today we started talking about mac and cheese.
Yep.
And I was saying in my 20s, when I was Poe, not, you take the R off. That was just
Poe.
I was eating off my dad's
Gas
Amoco
card?
gas station card. Anyway, I loved Kraft or Velveeta shells and cheese dinner. Not that powdered crap. No, I want the pouch with the cheese. There was nothing better in my 20s. Then Ted revealed he's never eaten mac and cheese. And yesterday, he made a frozen pizza for the first time in his life. To which I said, when is the mothership coming back to take you to your back to your planet?
When?
Tyler, is the ship here? Can we check if Ted's ship is here? Seriously, when are they going to take him back? He's an
ET
alien.
phone home.
He's never had a frozen pizza.
No. At least he went with Heggies. I mean, that was a good
He did go with
choice.
Heggies, first one.
But we joked. We were like, he was like, yeah, I undercooked it a little bit. I was like, you didn't even know how to cook a pizza? And he's like, no, I had to text my brother.
And we asked him, we said, what did you eat during school, like
Yeah.
college? And he goes, rotisserie chicken.
That's it.
I couldn't, that was fancy to me in my 20s. I couldn't afford rotisserie chicken until I was in my mid-30s.
Right? You can make it last a while, though.
You could. Maybe that's what he meant. Maybe that's what Ted meant. It was something you could shred it, and it made many meals.
But knowing Ted, he'd be like, well, it's spoiled by day 2.
Exactly.
So.
He's not going to keep food. I can't see him eating leftovers. Anyway, so we had an idea, and we want to know what you guys think. Email us. We thought we should do a fun segment called Picky Ted. Just call it Picky Ted.
Yes.
And we make Ted eat foods that he's never tried before.
Right.
Common foods.
Yes.
Like mac and cheese.
Right. Pizza.
Pizza.
Oh, and I do have a poll on our Instagram right now, whether you like the stuff that Jason likes, the Velveeta gooey cheese, or if you're like me and you prefer the Kraft shells or like shapes with the powder cheese.
And again, powdered cheese is an oxymoron. That's not cheese.
Yes,
It's not real.
So is liquid gold.
Yeah, that's closer to cheese. Speaking of food, let's get started. Roll it, Leo. It's time for the hot dish. We have good stuff today, too. Let's get eating. This is real cheese right here.
Real cheese.
Real cheese. CBS's The Talk returned to the airwaves yesterday for the first time since mid-March, and they did so without Sharon Osbourne. Look a little bit of this.
It's Monday, April 12th, and it's time for an episode of The Talk that will be unlike any other we've had before. We haven't been together at the studio since the week of March 10th, and as you may know, during our break, Sharon decided to leave The Talk. We need to process the events of that day and what happened since so we can get to the healing. Over the next hour, we will honestly discuss what occurred and explore some of our feelings. And we'll also show you how anyone can become more comfortable discussing important issues and having difficult conversations.
Can you share a little bit about what that experience was like for you?
Well, I didn't want to escalate things with Sharon because I thought I was having a conversation with a friend, but also I knew I had to be an example for others to follow because I didn't want to be perceived as the angry Black woman, and that really scared me. I didn't want to be that. And I
Just think about that.
Calm.
I mean, there's so many things to talk about with this, but just that's what has to be and that is something that I and you, we do not have to think about bluntly, but to have that be in the forefront of your mind, you know? Mm-hmm. A couple things fascinated me. That, and also the fact that, did you hear in the first clip, she said that Sharon left The Talk. Mm-hmm. She didn't say CBS fired her. She said Sharon. And also, I found, Cheryl was explaining the text messages. Let me say this first. Cheryl says that she still feels trauma from the day and says she didn't respond to Sharon's text messages because of the internal investigation. Because what I was going to say, what's fascinating is, we were talking about Sharon Osbourne had the receipts and said, no, I texted an apology, a rather lengthy apology. Cheryl said, I didn't receive a call, but I received those text messages, but I was under an internal investigation, and I wasn't going to have any communication. And there I agree with Cheryl.
100%.
I mean, hypothetically, if we were involved in something here, and I'm not being facetious,
right?
If we were involved in something here at Fox, and it involved the two of us, and we were under investigation, and I would not correspond with you.
No.
And I'm not being funny.
No.
I mean it.
No, it wasn't her. She didn't make that mess, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't her responsibility then to involve herself even more in it,
Yes.
right? Like, if they are very clear and say if she reaches out, which I'm assuming, this is an assumption, that they reached out to her, CBS did, and said there's an investigation, no contact. And Cheryl's like, okay, then no contact.
I did feel through the whole episode that I was listening in to a CBS network HR seminar. Worthy, but I hope they're having those conversations, and they are. They said it with themselves. I felt the format was interesting. I hope people learned something from it. But I felt like I was watching a Zoom meeting of a corporate HR seminar. So I don't know. Yeah. Next in the dish, something lighter. We now know why the Duke of Hastings will not be returning for season 2 of Bridgerton. It's not what you think. Sources tell Page 6, Reggae John Page had creative differences with Shonda Rhimes and wasn't happy with what was planned for his character. Apparently, he was not going to be the focal point of the show, and has kind of insinuated has been inundated rather with other leading roles. This is not necessarily a shock. Hello, Shonda's other big show, Grey's Anatomy, has also proven that nobody is bigger than the show. It's a great point, but is it a little case of I love you, Reggae John Page, but a little big for your britches? You know what I mean? I mean, Shonda, this was a great opportunity that, and you earned it, obviously, but I'm just saying, I wonder, this is how I would feel different. Did you know going into season 1 that season 2 is different? You know what I mean? But now you're upset because you got a lot of publicity?
You have to know that too, knowing what the actors in it knew that it was about this book series that was about the love life, and every book centers around a different Bridgerton family member. So that's why you knew there had to be something else. I mean, it's all alleged, as we know, but it just, when it all came out that he wasn't going to be in it, it was like, well, that seems kind of sudden. Before, it sounded like they were all really excited to keep shooting.
I just think it's unfortunate because the show that put him on the radar for a lot of folks.
Yeah, me.
Even if you're not going to be the focal point, it sounds a little sour grapes-ish that you're not going to follow through with Shonda. You know, I don't know. Next in the dish, American Idol is still on the air, and is it? It is. And one of the judges, Luke Bryan, this is horrible though. He tested positive for COVID, so they needed a fill-in. Who did they get?
We are delighted to welcome a guest judge joining Lionel and Katie, the one and only Paula Abdul. Welcome back to American Idol. We have so many stories, so many memories.
Yes, I remember every one of them.
Every single one of them. How does it feel to be sitting back here on this set for you?
Well, I'm so excited to be sitting with Katie and Lionel, friends that I adore. But for me, it's like, if I'm being honest, it's kind of nostalgic.
Right.
I mean, I feel like I'm visiting my little brother on a show that we started with our other brother, Randy.
Oh, yes, our other brother, Randy.
And, of course, our grandfather.
Our grandfather now, Simon, yes. I like that. Yes. I like that.
Grandfather Simon. Luke says he's home resting and hopes to be back on the show soon. I must say, I love Paula. My mother, my first CD was Paula Abdul. I've always had a thing for her. I might actually watch American Idol again if Paula Abdul was back.
Well, it is that nostalgic everything, right? I mean, you hear the music, you see Ryan Seacrest, and you hear Ryan Seacrest, you see and hear Paula Abdul, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You know?
I like Lionel. Keep him.
Oh, for sure.
But Lionel and Katy Perry, I have nothing against Luke Bryan, but I would watch again if Paula was there. I just thought about that.
I love Luke Bryan.
I know. I
do.
We have a lot more to come. Go get another cup of coffee, and we'll be back right after these words. Back in a moment. Another heaping helping a hot dish is coming right up. We always expect drama from a new season of Real Housewives, but this is next level. Wait until you see the new trailer for Beverly Hills. Then it's the question everyone asks. And when I say everyone, I mean very few. Does producer Ted have what it takes to make it in the NFL? Well, today, he's put to the test. And Snicker salad, yes. Hot dish, yes. Pretzel salad? What? I'm trying this legendary Minnesota salad for the very first time. That and more when The Jason Show continues.
Hi, we're in the rain with Alan James. Alan, you are an Olympic athlete for the United States. Do you practice even when it's raining?
Even when it's raining.
Your sport is what?
The race walking, and it's a 20K and 50K race walks.
What are the rules?
The rules are that as one foot lands, the other one is leaving the ground, so there's the contact with the ground.
You always have to be touching the ground with your feet.
Yeah.
That's the difference between running.
When you're up off the air and running, you're bouncing off the ground, yeah.
All right, teach us.
The key is to land on your heel,
Okay.
and then you just kind of roll forward. You can bend your knee as it comes through, Guillermo.
Are they watching really closely?
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna start back there. We're gonna start right here.
On your marks, get set, go!
Jimmy, don't let him catch up.
We have good form?
Jimmy and Guillermo getting ready to try out for the Summer Olympics in the event of race walking. I could do that one.
Is that a real event?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so.
I didn't think so either.
By the way, speaking of that, tomorrow, Kendall's taking us to a dance class. Me and Ted and you. It's our first shoot ever together.
Yeah, I might sit it out. We'll find out.
No, you shan't be doing that.
I just really look forward to you two taking dance
I
class.
can't wait. I can't wait to dance with Ted with a safe 6 feet between us.
Oh gosh, and it's gonna be like hip hop.
Yep. Next in the dish, Keenan Thompson is SNL's longest serving cast member over his 18-year career. Just think about that. 18 years. The whole Kendall's age. He's been seen a lot. He was on Andy Cohen last night. Take a look.
During your long tenure on the show, who has left you the most starstruck?
I mean, anybody ginormously named or ginormously famed that's still very cool, like Paul McCartney's and Tom Hanks's and Dave Chappelle's, you know, all those kinds of people that are just like uber famous but very down-to-earth people. It's weird.
Last question. Have you ever thrown your hat in the ring to host Weekend Update? Over the years, the anchors have changed. You have?
Oh, yeah. I tried out. I dressed up and did the full anchor desk audition and all of that.
I guess
it didn't work out.
Right, okay. There you go. Okay. Well, there you go. Years of
Keenan would be good at Weekend Update.
You know, I can see why they didn't, though. You know, because his bit is he's always like goofy funny.
Yeah.
You know, and like Weekend Update, they try to stay like really serious
That's
funny.
true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's so good in so many other things.
I love him as a game show host.
Yes.
He's the best. That's
what I mean.
Jeopardy or Family Feud or whatever. Yeah. By the way, Keenan is starring in a Home Alone reboot and says they're close to finishing it.
Oh.
I love Keenan, so I'm going to wait because I don't know how I feel about that. Home Alone's just fine the way it is.
So do you think, is it still centered around like the holidays?
Yeah, it's still about a kid left home alone, I think.
Sassy. Touche.
It's about an Air Force paratrooper now.
Whoops.
I love you so much. We're getting our first look at the new season of okay.
Okay.
This is so good. As I say, even if you don't watch the show, you gotta love the drama. The new season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, we're getting our first look, and much of the trailer is focused on Erica Jane. And you remember her even if you don't like the show. All the legal drama surrounding her husband of more than 20 years. Look at this.
I did not see it ending this way. I was gonna hold that man's hand till he died.
With any of the lawsuits, like, did you have a heads up? Is that why you got divorced?
No, I did not.
Orphans and widows. It makes you feel sick.
Did you know any of this?
No one knows the answer but him.
What's wrong with being fake and phony sometimes? I don't know what to say about that.
Oh, Renna. Look at the cast, the new cast. Erica filed for divorce a month ago before Girardi was accused of embezzling millions of dollars. And as you heard, a lot of his victims, there's some seniors. You know how I feel about that. Don't be going after the old people. I got a problem with that. I don't like that. And I liked Erica in years past, but I must say, and I still like her, but I love the fact that the cast is kind of going at her because she's been pretty untouchable. She's been Teflon because she's the tough one, so everyone's kind of afraid to go after her.
Yeah.
The new one, she came on last year, Sutton. Sutton doesn't care. Sutton goes after everybody. And we have our first Asian American Real Housewife of Beverly Hills. She looks fantastic.
Great.
I am really looking forward to this season.
I think my favorite part of that whole trailer was when she was wearing those giant sunglasses and one of the women asked her if she knew and she was nodding like, did you know? No.
No. And she knew.
That in your mouth is doing two different things. What's happening?
Let's be clear. Crystal Carrington Clear. As much as I love her, and you saw our friend Garcelle's face, and she's like, oh.
Yeah, that was great.
Erica knew something. Come on.
Please, girl.
It's your husband. I know what Colin is doing right now.
What is he doing right now?
He's watching the Jason show
Oh.
and working because he texted me. But I'm saying.
Yeah. I know. And then the fact that like when the divorce happened versus when all this came out, it's just like, oh, you didn't know? It's too, nope.
Well, and the other fun thing not doing with Erica is Kathy Hilton joins the cast now. Paris Hilton's mom and Kyle's sister. She's a friend of the house. Yeah, and she looks great. Oh, this is just going to be a stellar year.
Oh, I might watch.
Yeah, if you've gotten off the bandwagon, this might be the year to get back on. The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills over there on Bravo. Next in the dish, over the weekend, I finally watched a show on HBO Max. It's been getting a lot of buzz since the streamer launched. The Flight Attendant It's a comedy drama starring Kaylee Cuoco. Here's a clip from the trailer.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for flying with us.
Can't you see?
I met Alex on the plane.
Hi.
Hey. We had dinner in Bangkok. We went back to his hotel.
There's no escape. I can't dangerous. I'm loving it.
When I woke up in the morning, he was so alive.
I think they know you're lying.
The show follows Kaylee's character, who's a flight attendant, but also a reckless alcoholic and family issues and blah, 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 who hooks up with passengers and eventually becomes entangled in a murder investigation.
Looks juicy.
It is. I will start with the positive.
Uh-oh.
I will start with the positive. Episode 1, loved. Episode 2, loved. Episode 3, liked. Episode 4, liked. Episode 5, on my phone the entire time.
Oh.
Episode 6, wanted to go to bed. It's almost a little Ryan Murphy-ish. It started out really good, but it's getting very convoluted. And there's like corporate espionage, and then, I don't know, it's so... there's too many things going on, and if it was just a good old-fashioned murder mystery, that would be good. But I don't know. It's a little... It's going in a lot of directions, and I don't know. It's not ending as good as it started, and I've heard that from several people. Executive producer Jeff and another friend of ours, Eric, hasn't even finished it. They fell off. Now I'm going to finish it, but it's not holding up to episodes 1 and 2.
It sounds kind of like, you remember when Big Sky came out? We were both really excited.
That's a good analogy.
You quit pretty early. I stayed on for quite a while, and I'm still like, oh, we're already done with that plot? Oh, we're moving on to this? Oh, it's just, I'm not like interested anymore.
Kaylee is great. The acting is fantastic.
Okay.
She is amazing. The dude that plays the dead guy.
He died?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, spoiler alert. I mean, it's been out for months. But he's from Game of Thrones. He was in various things. He's great.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad to look at.
Hello.
Rosie Perez, fantastic. Mm-hmm. The supporting cast, great acting. It's just I always say Ryan Murphy, because Ryan Murphy's like American Horror Story. Episodes 1 and 2 are really good, and then it takes a turn down Nutter Butter Street. Mm-hmm. This isn't Nutter Butter Street, but it's just not holding my attention the way the first 2 episodes. This could have been a really good 5 episodes. Don't know if it needed to be stretched out to 8. That's just me, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Yesterday, we talked about the pretzel salad. Everybody in chunks of Minnesota makes this pretzel salad. I had never done it. To my right is that pretzel salad that Jeff made last night. We're going to try that for the very first time. Plus, we're opening the mailbag, heads joining the NFL, and more. Stay with us. Good show back after this. Hello. The NFL draft is coming up in a few weeks, and that means hundreds of hopefuls are working on their strength and conditioning and trying to impress the scouts. I have no idea. What did I just read? I don't know what any of that means. And that includes our very own producer, Ted, who visited D1 training in St. Paul to see if he has what it takes for the NFL. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for Roll It, Leo. 47% of America.
All right, we are here with Chris, the owner of D1 Training here in St. Paul. Chris, what is this place?
Well, we are a franchise fitness facility for all ages and abilities. So D1 is started by some former pro athletes. There's about 60 locations around the United States, and we're the first one in Minnesota, but hopefully the first of many. So
when I think of D1 athlete, I not only think of myself, but I think of an elite athlete. Is that what you guys cater to, kind of build people towards?
What we really cater to or offer is more the training that a Division I athlete would experience. So everything from the equipment on down to the training methods themselves and some of the programming that we offer replicates that D1 environment.
The elite of the elite athletes these days are going for the NFL draft. Do you build people for the draft?
So we just opened a couple months ago, but we've already got some really top prep athletes here in the state of Minnesota that have already found us and are already starting to see some results from our programs.
How many 36-year-old guys are going to be drafted this year?
Not enough, let's put it that way. Maybe you'll be the first.
Good. Well, I'm not going to try to make you puke, but the bathrooms are right there, my man. If you need
Okay,
it.
perfect.
All right? Just going to do broad jump. Okay, so got a little red line right here. Now, try your best. I don't want you to step over that line. Start with a couple pumps right here with the arms. And then jump out. Stick that landing. We're looking to compare you with the NFL athletes, you know, drafts coming up, all that stuff, combine. We're going to be in this area. Try to get over 100.
I don't remember the last time I actually jumped.
Get the pumps, man. 1, 2, 3, let's go. So, good old 69 right here to start us off.
So we hit 69. He wants me to hit 100.
Do you have any tips for him?
Yeah, I got tips for him. Jump farther.
Bum ba na 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 na.
Hey, we got one.
Yes!
70.
Crushed it by
70.
one.
One more.
Bam. Okay, so what would the average vertical leap of a pro football player be?
We're looking at anywhere from 34 inches and higher is going to be the kind of the low end of an NFL pro player right here. Here, you're just going to jump up and do all the pumps, just like we did over there.
Okay.
Get in position, couple pumps, and then jump up as high as you can. And if you need get that high, I'll buy you lunch. All right, ready to go again?
All right, take 2 here.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about.
No!
No. So close.
We're going to end with the test of all tests right here, the bench press. Okay, this is the test of a man right here. Okay, so if we're looking at you getting up to actually where you need to be for the NFL right here, you got to hit 30 reps with 225 on the bar right here.
Put on the 225. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it. All right, I got 5. That should be good enough. Time for me to leave.
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. Spread my wings and fly away.
I will never, ever hear Seal the same way again. Is that Seal?
No.
Is it R. Kelly? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Ted joins us now. Ted, I don't know quite what to say after watching that piece. Harder than you expected?
I was sore for days. And I had help lifting the 225 pounds, and I could barely do that.
Oh, my goodness. With the help?
With the help.
Oh, but you know what? We were all laughing at you in here, and I mean that lovingly. But you made such a good point. As a grown adult, when you said, when was the last time I jumped? It's the truth.
So Eric made me do a couple of takes doing the leap.
Yeah.
The first time I jumped, I landed and I was like, oh, you want me to do that again because I'm feeling it all over, all over.
And then the height thing, the jumping up to touch that thing. When does a normal human have to do that?
Never.
No.
And I will just say, if people want to compare the stats for that, your average NFL guy is going to jump like 35 to 40. I was in the neighborhood of 18, 19, 20.
So you're almost halfway there, Ted.
Yeah, so I'm almost there.
Halfway there. I love it. Thank you. On behalf of all of us, thank you. And that green screen action, that's great, Ted. I don't know how you and Eric accomplished that, but
even my fake flying is good for him.
it's good. Thank you, Ted. Ted Johnson, everybody. And photographer Eric, way to go. Does he have TV in his igloo? I don't know. We're going to take a break. That pretzel salad and more when we return. Back in a moment. Oh, that was fantastic. That was good. Just when you thought it was safe to watch The View. Welcome back. Nothing like the theme from Jaws to make you afraid to go swimming in the open water. Well, there's a reason to our madness. There's a reason we just played that. A new study from One Poll, whatever that is, names the most recognizable movie themes of all time. Before I read anything else, this is going to be one of those moments where I'm really going to have a problem with this. This is where we're going to get emails. Wow, Jason's very persnickety today. Jaws finished 7th.
Okay.
That's absurd. I shall continue, though. There were some surprises other than that one in the top 10. Here's number 9. Are you kidding me? That's number 9? Even though the theme from Star Wars is iconic, 45% of people in the survey didn't know it. Well, those people should move. Those people should go to Canada or something. What?
I was going to say, where should they move?
Anywhere.
Oh, okay.
That's ridiculous. Number 9? Even my mother, who doesn't like Star Wars, knows the theme.
Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows the theme. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I haven't fired you yet today. I'm loving you today.
Just wait.
Just wait. Here's a look at some of the movies that ranked higher. Psycho, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Gone with the Wind, and West Side Story. So, Leo, can you put that back up, please? I just put that back. If we can put the grab, we probably can. But anyway, I like all of those. Thank you, Leo. But West Side Story before Jaws? Are you kidding me? The Jaws, those 4 notes, dun, 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 everybody knows.
Yeah.
The Son I Don't Have knows. Mr. Big knows. My French Bulldog knows that theme song.
Yeah, interesting order in there.
Yeah, it's a horrible order. Now the top 3, and number 3 is a surprise. Look at this. Okay. That's the theme from Inception. Great movie with that famous guitar horn sound. But better than Jaws? Better than the 4 notes of John Williams? No.
No. And I love Hans Zimmer, the guy who
like
composed
Hans too.
this. He's so many great pieces. But I think I've seen the movie once, but that's not on the level of Jaws,
No.
Gone with the Wind, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Star Wars. Like,
Come on. Number 2, not a huge shock. Look at this. I'll never let go, Jack, unless your weight pushes down the piece of wood I'm floating on. It's the theme from Titanic by the great James Horner. Okay, I'm not going to argue with that. I don't think it should be number 2. I think Psycho. Everyone knows that one.
I would say, depending on who they asked, this would probably be more recognizable nowadays to the current audience of people.
Now, according to these Nutter Butter people, here's the number 1 most recognizable movie theme ever. That is the theme from Harry Potter. Look, I will disagree as far as I think Star Wars should be 1 and flop Harry Potter. I love Harry Potter, but I think they're very short-sighted. I actually do believe Jaws should be number 1.
Really?
I really do. If you went out, I'm not kidding.
Okay.
If we went out right now and did an unscientific survey at a mall,
yes.
There isn't a human being that doesn't know the Jaws, those 4 notes.
Yeah, but do they know it's from Jaws?
It doesn't matter, right?
They just
According
know
to
the
they just need to
song?
know it.
Oh.
The shark fin, come on,
Okay.
people. Come. As my boss Mim goes, come on, man. Come on. Anyway, we got to take a break. When we come back, it's the moment you've been waiting for. I shall eat the Minnesota pretzel salad when we return. Come on, man. Welcome back. I just realized instead of complaining, I should just put together my list of the best themes. You know what I mean? I have a
Yeah.
show. I just remembered that.
It's on the floor.
That's right there. I have a show. Thank you, Leo.
Yeah, right there.
I just realized, Jason, you have a show. Stop complaining.
Just fix it.
Just fix it. Make up your own dumb list.
Yeah.
Hey, if you missed our show yesterday, we talked to a Minnesota mom sharing her love of Minnesota salads with the rest of the world. Amber goes by that Midwestern mom on TikTok and is gaining attention from around the world for her Minnesota salads full of delicious things like Cool Whip, crushed pineapple, and even candy bars. That's right, the Snicker salad. Don't ever eat it, alarm my sister-in-law Tammy. Amber also mentioned a strawberry pretzel salad that I've never heard of. My mother-in-law's never made this for me. But several people on our staff grew up loving this, and one of them is our fearless leader, executive producer Jeff, who made the salad yesterday. Look.
I have 1 cup of crushed pretzels, a little more than a half a cup, about 6 tablespoons melted butter, and 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Next, we spread it out into an 8x8 pan. We're gonna bake it at 375 for around 8 minutes. Now we have 4 ounces of cream cheese and 1/2 cup of sugar, and we're gonna mix. Now we're gonna fold in 1/2 a tub of Cool Whip. We let our crust cool, and then we put the cream cheese and Cool Whip and sugar mixture on top. Now it's the Jell-O layer. Add in 1 packet of strawberry Jell-O, 1 cup of boiling water, and stir. And then we add in about 8 ounces of sliced strawberries, frozen ones, and we let them thaw a little bit. Let that sit for 10 minutes, and then we'll pour it on top of the cream cheese mixture. Last step, we're gonna take the chilled Jell-O and strawberries, pour it on top of this. And now we throw it in the fridge and let it set up.
And then through the magic of television, Jeff's creation is right in front of me. I legit have never eaten this. Have you?
Of course, I grew up in church basements.
That's right. There's a title of your autobiography. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Now, I'm going to do the thing that my boss, Mim, hates more than anything, and that's eating on television. So,
Okay,
Leo,
you go first.
Hey, Leo, why don't you do a wide shot so I don't get in trouble? Let's do a wide shot while we take this. Here we go.
I will talk while you eat.
Okay.
So while we were watching that, executive producer Jeff wanted to make sure that you knew you could use any kind of fruit that you like his mom likes pineapple. This is strawberry, and the crust is really the got to get the crust. Jason's still eating, so I guess I'm still talking.
This is real good.
Yes.
This is real good.
Yes.
I think this is better than Snicker salad.
Fighting words.
Oh yeah.
We need to
And
talk
I
to
would
Mama
use
Haas.
raspberries. I mean, I like strawberry, but
Yeah.
I think because raspberry's my
flavor.
favorite. Oh yeah, that crust is amazing.
Really good.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and eat now. You may try Jeff's
Oh,
creation.
sorry.
I'll talk now.
Okay.
But
my turn.
That's easy too. Jeff said it's super easy. We're gonna post this later. We'll put it on our TikTok because we're on TikTok now. The Jason Show TV. Thumbs up, Kendall. Thumbs up. Yeah. It's real good. This maybe I'll make this. I mean, Mama, I'll make this for my mom because I got to, I'm introducing Dar to all sorts of Minnesota things.
Well, I told you I'll bring in my church lady cookbook, and the salad section is like this big, and it's all like this, and we'll just have a bonanza of salads.
I just don't know what fruit my mother would like. I think maybe the strawberries or raspberries. I don't know.
Classic.
But I'll try this. I should make this.
This would be fun for like 4th of July. Do some blueberry, do some raspberry, mix it all up, and call it a flag.
Wow, this is now. We should make Ted eat this a little bit later.
Should we though?
Ted doesn't like cream cheese. Anyway, Minnesota salads were the talk of our social media pages yesterday. It's time to open up the Jason Show mailbag.
You've got mail.
First up, Carrie says, I love this episode. The Jell-O pretzel salad is amazing. And saving the containers is so true. I use the cottage cheese ones to hide candy from others. Sheila says, loved the segment. It's fun to remember all the salads we used to make for every special occasion, right down to weddings. And Shannon says, OMG, I make the raspberry salad. So Minnesotan. Jason, you need to do a cooking segment with all the Minnesota salads. I think so.
Like I said, it'd be fun.
And I think getting my mother to eat them, because she's just, to make her into a full, we'll give her citizenship of Minnesota once she completes all of the salads.
Oh, that's true.
We should
could
do that. One person had a comment on the popcorn salad story we did yesterday. Many people were baffled by it with mayo. It's popcorn with mayo created by Food Network star Molly Ye. Karen says, Jason, if you ever get a chance to eat the popcorn salad, do it. It's super good. I make mine with bacon and everyone loves it. Okay, maybe that's what I'll make. Or I'll have Jeff make it and we'll,
Maybe that way. You know how you need to really know it's a Minnesotan salad? Like all the ingredients are written down and everyone's just like, oh, just a dash of that. Do this to taste. Do a little, just heat it for a while.
It's the same in the South. It's the same in the South. You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram to search for Jason Show TV. And like I said, follow us on the fabulous TikTok, The Jason Show TV. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after these words while I eat this. We're so glad you're here. Guess who's part of the Clean Plate Club? That's me. That was real good. Don't forget, if you miss our episode on the television, you can always catch us a little bit later on our YouTube channel. Just search for The Jason Show on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Okay, in my hand, I am holding the magical, mystical Bubblegum Goodbye question. Are you ready, Kendall?
Yes.
If you could pick a new first name, what would it be? That when we return. Welcome back. It is time for the Bubblegum Goodbye. And the question is, if you could pick a different first name, what would you pick? We are finishing up our Minnesota salad here. Ladies first, Kendall.
When I was younger, I wanted my name to be something more like normal. So like Ashley or Madeline. I don't know, because every kid gets made fun of for their name. Kendall, oh, like Barbie,
Yeah.
But as an adult, I don't know, I'm cool with my name. I would be, though, I told you, I'd be Lee Hawthorne if I could be an actress.
Yeah, Lee I like that.
Yeah.
I know, I have a boring similar answer. I like my name because Jason went out of fashion. I was born in 74. If you look at charts, right after that year, we plummeted, and there aren't a lot of like kid Jasons.
No, there's
So
not.
I actually like my name. But if I do another one, I'm not religious, but for some reason I like religious names. Like I like Jonah and Noah, and I like those two names. So I if I have to pick one, I would do like a Jonah.
Okay.
I like Jonah. I like the J.
Yeah.
Only because I know how to. I've practiced over.
Really
I can
good
do a
at
cool J. Oh, I wrote on my desk.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll just have to have Fox give us a new one. But anyway, but no, I know how to write a J, so I would hate to change that.
I'm really happy for you that you know how to write a J.
Well, I'm happy with my little autograph thing, my little when I sign things. I like my J, but yeah. So Dar did a good job, is what I'm saying, with the naming.
Good job, Dar.
And she got my name because she shared a room with a woman, and the woman wanted a boy, and my mother wanted a girl. No jokes there. And they flipped names because they had the opposite.
Stop it, really?
Yeah, that's how I became Jason. So, yeah, tomorrow on the show, staying comfortable and stylish, simple ways to step up your athleisure wear, like Ted was wearing earlier, tomorrow on the show. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you are watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Have a great day, everybody. Stay safe. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow.